Okay, Erica, it's all you.
Stop.
We're live. Welcome back, everybody, to Behind the ToolBelt, episode 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe. We did a few. We had some really good content, really good guests, great freaking conversations with Mike Claudio, Eric. List just goes on. I think Keith Hicks will be on tomorrow, be our first guest. Vic, 10:30 tomorrow morning. Keith Hicks, Catch All, Avco Roofing. Just to speak of just a few of the great people, the quality people that are here at RoofCon, the quality vendors, the quality speakers. I mean, I just did one of the quick little interview at the Revolt or RoofCon booth over there. That's kind of where I was. They came and grabbed me up real quick, but basically what I was saying is like, it's one thing to have quality, and it's another thing to have the quantity, right? Like the size of something. But I think you guys have been able to find that perfect balance, not and to the point where I think you could even scale this and keep the quantity and the quality of the venue, the event, the people, the vendors. I mean, look around. We got Mike Goldenstein over here. I've seen Dmitry Lipinski over there. Like the who's who and in between
Everybody
are here.
Yeah.
And what I heard somebody say is like, this is like the great reunion.
Family reunion.
Yeah, the great
Of
family
the roofing
reunion.
and solar community.
Yeah, of the roofing and solar industry and restoration, all that good stuff, exterior construction, basically, and all the latest and greatest, newest technology that has either coming out or launching something new, old technology that's coming out with something different. I know GAF is here. Saw Atlas here, Roof Scopes here. I think was Eagle View here.
Eagle View's here,
Eagle.
Beacon.
Beacon,
SRS. Bunch.
like everything and
Yeah.
everyone are here. So how many vendors do we have?
I think when we talked about it, it was 207.
7 was our final
Wow.
this
Yeah.
year. And that was up until the day of, and we were
Yeah.
still selling day of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we might have even added one.
For 2 more.
Yeah,
after
it's
that.
for more
Okay,
of that.
okay.
Yeah.
I know Thunder Media is here. Richie over there, he's a great guy. So if anyone's listening that wants a headshot or whatever else he does, I know he did us headshots a year or two ago, and like last year. So we still use the headshots for our stuff, like the headshot that you guys used for whatever my breakout.
Yep.
That was the one I used. Like that's him. That's who did it. Now Vic does a great job too, but Richie, I just wanted to give Richie a plug over there at Thunder
Yeah.
Media, because the quality and the kid is just magic. He's like the next William.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I can
Not to
see
take
that.
away from Vic, because I know Vic.
Vic knows we love him.
Yeah.
He's the best.
We do
He's
love
the
Vic.
best at what he
Vic,
does.
Vic is the man.
Absolutely.
Just can't get him in front of the camera.
Wouldn't be a show
One
without him.
day.
Yeah, someday. One day. Little does he know there's a camera on him right now.
I think RC7
RC7.
That's
is
what-
when Vic is gonna.
Come out of the closet.
Yeah.
We're getting him to come out of the closet.
He's gonna be here the whole time.
Yeah, we'll get him. Maybe we'll just make him the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, if you filmed it like The Office, like filmed it like a video of The Office where he has no idea and it's just like sub comments that he makes throughout the day, I think that'd be great.
Yeah,
Behind the tool belt.
just facial
Victor.
expressions. Yeah, expressions there. Yeah, man, a few words. Yeah, no, but the quality of it. So I was going to ask you, was there any no shows, like vendors that didn't show up? Was there a couple?
There was a couple, but not anywhere where we saw it the last couple years. I feel like there were a couple delays with flights.
Mhm.
So I think there wasn't a breakout session that was
Mhm.
going on. I know we had to move some people around breakout sessions because it was delays and stuff like I had somebody come in registration earlier and said, I was on a plane. I'm so sorry. Like, can you tell me when it is? Because we rescheduled it. But I mean,
There's not much you can do when it's in situations like that, when it's a delayed plane or somebody has a car accident or whatever it is. But the biggest thing is, even if they don't show up, I think maintaining the show, maintaining the flow, keeping everything on time, keeping everything to value, like you were talking about, just keeping it up, keeping the quantity of the people here, even if it may be like a little missing space, just knowing that the entirety of it is worth it, even if that little speck is missing.
Yeah.
So I think that that's the biggest thing when it comes, even if they, and I have walked around a good bit, and I want to say after today, maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two.
And that's the thing too, like,
And
you know,
we've had communication with them too.
yeah, like shout out to Diego is when that happens during the show that we work all year for. And when I have to go up to him and say, this breakout speaker is not going to be here today, like because of what, you know, A, B, and C, he handles it. We figure it out. Like if he were to freak out about it, I'd start freaking out about it. And, you know, it's just smooth sailing. We're like, okay, we got a plan. We might have to stay here a couple hours later and figure it out. But this is what we work all year for, you know? So, but he just stays so calm,
Consistent.
you know, and
That's
that's
good.
the big thing for me because I will freak
That
out.
says a lot about his character.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've worked for people that kind of wig when little things happen or big things. I've been that leader where like I've just let the anxiety get the best of me or whatever. And I've seen people behave like that. Okay. So it's the weird thing about that is watching yourself and somebody else like, oh man, do I act like that? Right. For me, like
Yep.
that's happened for me.
Yeah.
So it's a huge eye opener. But coming to places like this and being around like Heath Hicks was over here, and this dude's a very deep dude. I don't know if you know Heath or not, but Heath is into personal development at a different level than anyone else you will ever meet. So I had him on a podcast 2 years ago. Okay, and that's kind of a cheat code for me selfishly. Like I get really cool people on the show, and I get to like pick their brain for free, and
Absolutely.
they charge for something, but we kind of get it for free. Well, Keith was on the show 2 years ago. He doesn't sell this, but he's just into like, I think he went to like, not India, but like someplace to become like a Buddhist monk or hang out with the monks
I heard of it.
for
Yes.
for like 6 months. Like not for like a week or a day or two.
Mhm.
Like this dude like went on a full blown out like sabbatical from his business to just dig deep into some deep rooted shit.
Yeah.
And so he was over here earlier, and I asked him to come on the show, and I told him how like I've changed since the last time. It was probably a good 2 years ago. It was Fort Myers. We were at a different conference, and we hooked up there. But because of coming to things like this, I can listen to cool people talk about the stuff, the conversation we have outside of the podcast. All of that should be recorded. Everything that we do around this booth should be recorded because some of the best content or conversations we're having is it within the network here of the conversations we're having with people. But I've been able to work on that just because I don't want to be around people that are like Debbie Downers or very negative or can't know how to pivot or deviate when things go bad. But not to keep going down that rabbit hole. But that says a lot about you guys too, to kind of just smooth it out. Like things are going to happen, little hiccups are going to happen, but that didn't ruin that breakout because I filled in for whoever it was. Like Diego came and found me at least on that one. I don't know if it happened another time or not, but being around quality type of people, because I don't know, I'm not even trying to plug myself, but like Diego was like, hey, can you go do a breakout? I was like, when? He was like 14 minutes ago. And I forgot to even ask him, like, what's the topic? So like I seen Tim Brown, and this is what's cool. He's down there doing his thing. You know how Tim is. I'm like, hey, you want to go do a breakout with me? He was like, yeah, cool, let's go. Okay, let's go. Thanks, man. And so we walked into the room and we are like, hey, sorry for the delay. What's the topic? Somebody yelled recruiting. We're like, okay, cool. So we kind of flowed with it, just like you guys.
Yeah.
Like we understand, like he needed me. And Diego, I don't know where he went. He just was like, Ty's got it. Let's go.
Yep.
And he feels the same. I know he feels the same way about you gals. Like that's the team, man. Like you guys have put this on. And like I said in that little interview, the quality of this show. I've been, Vic and I and Javi have been to all of them. Every single one of them. I'm not saying they're not all good. Okay. But there's a difference from good to great. Okay. This is a great show. I'm not just saying that because we're on live YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Spotify, Google, not to make you nervous, but we're on all the platforms right now.
Hey, y'all.
Okay. Yeah. Sincerely. Like, this is a great show. Our team, everybody, John, Glenn, we've learned so much by coming to RoofCon. The first RoofCon, I think, was 4 or 5 years ago for Glenn and John, and Chris Baker was with us. We didn't have a podcast. We did do a podcast then, but we didn't bring it. We just kind of, I think Ed Milet was here, John Maxwell was here, like Iron Cowboy was here, like all the good people were here. It was like at least 4 years ago. we went home from here and we became a different culture,
Yeah.
like almost immediately, instantaneously. So I would highly recommend. I don't want to cut you off or anything.
No, I was saying, like, going off of that, the amount of text messages that Hunter has received being like, we came to the first RoofCon.
Mhm.
Okay, there was what, 40 people? I
Mhm.
know Joe Hughes, I
Yeah.
think a couple days ago posted a picture of it. It was in like, I think Hunter says like this ratty hotel that it wasn't supposed to be. There was like 40 people, I think, like a couple vendors, and the amount of messages he has gotten, like, I'm trying to come to the, I'm trying to come to the show, but it has changed. Like, businesses that are 40 million, 50, like, high figure businesses and that have 200 employees now, it's just great to see that. And then we talk about, talking about the team and stuff like that. We have built, I would say, this in a brand in a way that y'all are all our team too. The fact that Diego can stay calm, break out that he's late, and nobody's there, and be able to rely on you, rely on Tim, and then leave knowing y'all can handle it.
Mhm.
Like, it's just one big team. It's like you have the direct RoofCon team, you have us, but then we have you, we have all of these people
Yeah,
that we can
veterans.
rely
We
on.
wouldn't be here without you guys. And I think that's the biggest thing. To
Yeah.
realize for us what we held so special to and close to us, and why we like are so extensive for you guys. Like I can't speak for Erica, but I would do more for most of these people here than I would for some of my family. But it's just because of the connections that we have made, the relationships that we have made. And just bouncing off of what you said again, you were talking about just being able to be pulled. The quality of our room and the community that we've created is a reason why we're able to do that, and why Diego's able to stay confident and calm in those situations, because he knows there's someone else just as valuable in this room that can take that spot and add, if not more value, to the people that are listening. And I think that's a really big thing, and that comes with the community and just everything else, and being close and be able to rely on each other, give and pull and push and all those things, and understanding that this is an industry where we are a community. Well, we have a community within this industry, and it's very special.
It is special.
And I think it's special too that, especially like this show, the vendors, like, even if they were like, let's just say my vendor or Sarah's vendor, whatever, whoever it was, the fact that they can be so calm and coming to us. If there's an issue, of course, we're going to hear that. But when there's not, and coming to us and being like, hey, like, because me and Sarah, like, we've been at registration the 2 full days. And we always say, when you register, if you need anything, come find us. Ask for Erica, ask for Sarah. But we truly mean that.
Mhm.
And we have gotten a lot of people come up to us, and attendees too, being like, hey, where is this? Where is that? Where they could have easily come to a booth and said, can you pull up this? Can you pull up that? But we like them coming to us because it feels like, like we build a relationship. It's trust, all of this stuff. And I love that about this show, because I was an attendee in 2022. Everyone knows that story. And, now actually being on the other side, it's like, this is very different. I mean, I've been to a lot, and I think once again, all of them are good and great, and, and all this, but the amount of trust that I think people hold on us is amazing. And even like new people, who haven't ever been here exhibiting or attendees, and they can still come to us, or they want to talk to us, because we want to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Like, help us. We're at registration the whole time. Like, we want to talk to you. There's a reason that me and Sarah are always up there, so we can talk to those people coming in. Like, we want to build relationships. And I just love that we have become this brand that is kind of based on that, and just, all that. I wouldn't want to work for any, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to work for anything that's not. Now I'm up here now, because this is my point to where I don't want to ever go below that point, again.
Yeah.
So
The standard is what the standard
standard,
is.
that was the
Yeah.
word I was looking for.
Yeah, and it is special. Both of you said special, and it is special. And you guys remaining visible and not just like hiding out where nobody can find you. You guys, I don't know how many times I've seen you walk past me. That's okay. Doing good. We're great. I actually tried to find something to bitch about. Like, literally, like, I just don't have anything to bitch about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But if you do,
Yeah.
I want you to know that we're there.
Right.
Absolutely,
Like, I even
yeah.
said, you're not supposed to have that. Like,
Right.
I'll get you. Just
Right.
we'll get it. We'll get it
Yes.
handled. And if I don't know the answer, we'll find it.
and I didn't even know until Diego was like yesterday, like, I got to get you your badge. And I was like, why? that you're supposed to have a goal?
No, I do know for everyone that watching, I will say the story that you had two women who were registering your tickets because me and Sarah were doing it.
Yeah.
And them two right over there, they were registering the tickets.
Busted.
They're amazing, by the way.
I know they are.
But they had how many tickets to register?
Just like 5.
Yeah, no, it was yeah, it was a
20.
good
I think it
bit.
was 20.
So
21.
and they handled it like we were right there. I was like, if you want to hand them to me, and they had like a system, and then I had her over on one side, like putting them down. It was great.
Yeah.
So that's a funny.
They're
story.
the SOP sisters. Yeah.
So they keep you in line is what I'm hearing.
They totally do.
Okay,
Look, they
good.
make me no, and I'm gonna plug them real quick because they make me look like a rock star. Like seriously. Tam, I made the plunge and was like, look, I had to convince her to be my executive assistant a couple months back. And she didn't want to do it. I couldn't figure out why. And but she did. She elected like she was like, yeah, I thought about it. I think. And I was like, look, it's a good career advancement. Like now you're not just like a busy bee, it's a career. It's actually, you know. And I had given her so much to do. She's been leaning on Amanda. So basically she came over to me one day and she's like, do you care if I start like giving Amanda some stuff to do? I was like, absolutely not. Part of your job is like learning how to delegate things to other people. So now Tam, my assistant, has an assistant.
That's awesome.
But they assist each other.
Yeah.
They,
That's kind of like us.
you know what I mean? Like, so I don't want to take anything away from Amanda because Amanda is a freaking rock star. Like they both complement each other so well, and then compliment me like, you know, in this thing. Like they're not like running around like, hey, we make Tyler look like a rock star. Like they're humble enough to just help me jump in and you know, co-sign my vision. Some days you might, as crazy as it is, they're just like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. She's developed an events committee for us. I think Amanda, one of them came up with this great idea. So we do a lot of events, community events, charitable events, like so much to the point where they're like, we need a committee.
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda kind of heads this thing up. Plus, it's given us an opportunity to bring other people in the company that into the fold into this committee. That like my nephew, who's worked for us for like 2 years, that I probably have only seen 6 times, maybe a couple more times. And we're in the same building. He's upstairs, I'm downstairs. He's so busy, I'm so busy. So I was like, hey, make sure Zach's on this committee, so at least I can see him once a week.
Absolutely.
Right. But we've agreed that this is our favorite meeting of the week or the day, because sometimes it's a couple times a week that we have to have this meeting. But it gets us all together, and the committees, the culture, the fellowship, the camaraderie, creating these events, and me not always being the one at the helm, and them coming up with the great ideas. And sometimes I got to pull them out of them, but they get there. And allow them and to empower them to feel like, you know what, we're building this thing. You know what I mean? And that I've seen that happen. Why I'm bringing this up. You guys kick fucking ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
100%.
Just like you kick ass for Diego, Hunter, and everybody else. And the quality. I can't say enough about the quality of this event. And it's because of you guys. You guys are the pillars. Yes, Diego's there. But we need complemented, right? Us visionaries, us leaders, whatever. We need the integrators. We need the busy bees. We need the women out front that's checking people in, dealing with all the issues, thinking on your toes, putting the right people in the right place at the time they need to be there. And then when someone can't be there, filling in at times, right? And we know what that takes. We appreciate that. We appreciate what you guys do. Now, we don't host events this big, but I understand what it means to delegate, and without delegation, you can't build things like this. And you guys are kind of learning that, I'm sure. It kind of trickles down, right? Like Hunter's delegated it to Diego. Diego's kind of delegating all the jobs, not even tasks at this point in time. Like, you guys have a job. Like, what's your job title now? I'm sure you have
I'm an executive assistant, but it doesn't matter what your job title is. You know, like, since we're so close, all of us, my job title would be executive assistant, and I'll be not marketing, because we all know I can't do marketing, but I'll be, you know, doing something that is completely not my thing.
Right.
But I want to do it because I want to make sure that we all succeed on a level. Like I said this, I think the first time we did a podcast together when I was with roofing.com, and I said that there is the team aspect. That's not what you can't say that you love your team and actually care and want to go above and beyond for them and mean it. And I truly do mean it. And that was a year and whatever ago. That was almost 2 years ago that I said that. And I'm still saying it now, to the fact that it's true. Like I am happy being, I'm of course loyal to Diego, but it's all of them. It's Jaren. It's Emily.
Yes.
It's the kids that are Alicia's children that are outside that are
Killing it.
rock stars. It's everybody. It's every little, everything that you think is small, it is huge, and that's our motivation. We don't like waking up at 6:30 to be here, but that's our motivation. Is if we're not there, that means our team, we think we're insignificant. Like it's okay if I'm not there, but then that may bring the team down.
You're not the one dealing
what
with the
kills me.
repercussions of that your team is.
Exactly. So that's exactly what you said. And I still mean it to this day that I wouldn't want to be with any other team.
No doubt.
I can second that.
That's good. Because that's the culture that you guys have, and that's how it's been for us too. And it's easy to, good people attract good people, right? So your team has evolved into a well-oiled machine of high-performing people, and it's not easy. We know it's not easy to perform continuously at a high level, right? 6:30 in the morning. I'm sure some days it's probably earlier than that. You don't have any set schedule really as far as like the hours that you work each day. You guys just show up and get it done, and whatever that means, whatever that looks like, you're just here until it's set up, until it's done, and making yourself readily available for all of us, your vendors, all of us attendees. You guys have done an amazing job. Before we get off here, is there anything that you guys want our listeners or viewers or anybody standing around here? Is there something you want them to know? Or
I'm very excited. It's the first time we're doing this, and I actually got put in charge of it, which I love, and because I've been trying to do it for a long time. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we're having a women's panel. Women in the roofing industry. So it's 5 women CEOs. We're going to have Heather Hitchcock, Liz from Business 401. She's going to be moderating it. I think that's going to be great. Amanda Vino, she's going to be there. Wendy Patterson, she is in tech. She owns a roofing company in tech, so she's going to be there. And it's just, I'm so excited for it. And I wanted to make it super special. And we're not going to ask the question, what is it like being in a man's industry? We hear it all the time, and I'm sick of it. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
we're our own people. We can do whatever, but, just it's going to be really good. And I hope a lot of people come to it. It's something that's dear to me. Because I've just been trying. There's a lot of things that I still want to learn as being a woman with a 10-month-old and a 4-year-old and a full-time job and at an event right now. And how do all these women, handle it and everything like that? And even men. The same thing. It goes, hand in hand. But that is one thing that I'm super excited for. I can't remember the breakout room that it's in, but it's tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay. Cool.
So that's one thing that I was really happy about.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I was aware of that. How about you?
I think the only thing I really want to leave anybody with is that I'm thankful for everyone that is here this year. I'm thankful for you for taking the time to do this with us and giving us the opportunities that you do, because I know we appreciate you just as much as you appreciate us.
Yes,
But that goes for everyone in the room. And if there's anybody that sees this at any point in time and has never attended to RoofCon, ask. Don't be afraid to reach out, because we will be transparent with you. I usually, and it may not be the best way, but I really do start out most of my conversations with, if we're not a good fit, I'm going to tell you. Like, if we're not going to be able to give each other what we're looking for, there's no point in going the full investment into it. So ask questions, kind of get involved in the community. Even if you don't come to the event itself, the community itself, it has a presence on social media. It has a presence on all social medias, I feel like. So just kind of even getting involved in that and grabbing some of the value and some of that stuff out of there and just kind of getting your head into it is, I think, one of the best life decisions I have ever made. And I wouldn't even say it was a decision. It's kind of something I got lucky with, and I found myself in the middle of it, and I was like, hey, I'm inspired by these people. These are the people I want to be like. So just kind of put yourself in those situations. And if you have never been to RoofCon, or if you are here and you're kind of wondering about anything, just reach out and ask and let us know.
Yeah, I love that. And just just for the record, I remember, was last year your first year?
It was my first year.
Yeah,
Like, this
like-
is my first ever pod, like anything with a microphone or headphones or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Well, I remember how shy you were when I first met you, and now you're on the podcast. So kudos to you for
Thank you.
the growth,
Thank you so
exponential
much.
growth in such a short period of
Well,
time.
and her thing is too, I know we're trying to we're trying to close it up, but
Yeah.
this girl is young, very young, and you would think that she's been here forever.
Mhm.
I mean, it's funny because I call her and ask her questions and she knows it right away. Like it's just there's not a lot of people you meet like Sarah who are young and have this work ethic that she has, and it's inspiring. Even though I'm 11 years older than you, I'm still like, you'll always see us together because I love it. She makes me a better person.
Mhm.
We
You know,
always
and
have something to learn
and
from each other.
exactly. And it's like, it doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are. It's like, I'm always learning. So if you see her, say hi, because she's amazing and the work ethic is insane.
Well, thank
Most
you,
definitely.
Erin.
Insane.
I agree. Both
Thank
of you are amazing, special people.
Thank you.
Yes.
So the number 2 best breakout besides the women's panel will be mine at
Absolutely.
9 a.m. tomorrow, Friday morning. I'll be in breakout.
That just gave me goosebumps.
That was actually me, I guess. You dick. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Friday, 9 a.m. Breakout room number 3, 10 a.m. Women's panel, women in the industry. Not sure which room yet, but we'll make sure everybody knows where that is. So be there or be square. Till next time, we'll see you guys probably tomorrow again. I got another podcast with Ericka, so I doubt we'll be going live anymore today. But until then, you guys stay cool, stay rad.
Woo! Bye, y'all.